We hear the same stories from Austin buyers over and over.
They stretched their budget to stay in the city, and now they're broke with a fixer-upper. Congrats, you own the world's most expensive headache.
They end up with smaller homes, higher taxes, and a whole lot of regret.
Meanwhile, in Pflugerville, the same money gets you a shiny new build with a pool, trails, and wait for it, closet space.
So the real question is, are you better off in Austin, or does Pflugerville actually make more sense?
Because Pflugerville's got some wins and some landmines you won't notice till you've signed the paperwork.
Some people walk away like they've scored, others, not so much.
Stick with us, because by the end, you'll know if Pflugerville is the smart play or just another suburb with a weird name you can't spell.
PLF, I don't know.
Follow us and we'll show you the Wilson way.
If you're thinking about moving to the Austin suburbs, we know it can be tough to figure out which area is the right fit.
That's why we jump on Zoom calls every week with people just like you to help compare the suburbs and find the one that actually fits your lifestyle.
Like how we chose Manor. Just scan the QR code, grab a time, and we'll walk you through the options so you can make a confident choice.
We'll make sure you don't end up regretting the suburb you pick because we like you.
All right, let's dive into the pros and cons of living in Pflugerville, Texas.
Let's kick things off with housing. Pflugerville is packed with new construction. Most homes here have 3 to 5 bedrooms and 2 or more bathrooms.
Price-wise, you're looking around $400,000 to $700,000 with some high-end builds topping around $900,000.
That's a bargain compared to Austin, where the same house can cost $200,000 or $300,000 more.
Seriously?
Seriously.
And yeah, you can find resales in Pflugerville for a little cheaper, but new builds usually win on warranty, energy bills, and fewer surprise repairs.
One of the hottest spots, Blackhawk. It's Pflugerville's big master plan community, and it's basically got everything.
That place is pretty awesome. Pools, plural. A lagoon pool if you want to float, an Olympic style pool if you want to pretend you're training for Paris 2028.
Miles of trails, playgrounds, sports courts, and a clubhouse where the neighbors actually hang out.
And if you golf, Blackhawk Golf Club is right there. 18 holes, no long drive required.
The location's hard to beat too. Quick access to 130, 45, and I-35 makes getting to Tesla, Dell, or Samsung pretty painless.
Buyers also love the schools, Mont Elementary, Sealy Middle, Weist High, all solid.
And when you're not commuting, Lake Pflugerville is right up the road for kayaking, paddleboarding, or just walking the trails.
It's a really cool place. And for shopping runs, you've got Stonehill Town Center, plus not just one, but 2 H-E-Bs nearby.
To give you a feel for what's out there now, here's a snapshot. A home in Blackhawk, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, and about 2,600 square feet, it's listed at about $743,000.
And a home in Lakeside Meadows, also 4 bedrooms, a little over 2,000 square feet, listed at just under $600,000. Both brand new designs, open layouts, and a ton of light.
That's the kind of home our buyers want. Modern, spacious, and way more affordable than Austin proper.
Our #1 most important tip for new construction is always hire a buyer's agent. When you walk into a model home, the builder's representative works for the builder and their loyalty is to the builder. When you hire a buyer's agent, we represent you and our loyalty is to you. Pflugerville's location is one of its biggest strengths.
Downtown Austin, about 20 to 25 minutes, traffic depending. Close enough for fun, but far enough to breathe.
Austin Bergstrom Airport is about 30 minutes. Try pulling that off from South Austin.
You're near Tesla's Gigafactory, Dell, and Samsung's massive plant in Taylor.
Head west and you're within 20 minutes of Apple's campus, Amazon, and the tech jobs near the Domain.
That's a huge perk if you're relocating. You don't have to gamble on one job hub. You're central to all of them.
The toll roads makes it easier too. 130 and 45 keeps you moving instead of being stuck on I-35. And we use those toll roads all the time.
It also means less white knuckling the steering wheel and more time at home.
Which we love. Compare that to Round Rock or South Austin. You'll spend half your life explaining to your friends why you're always late, or just use it as an excuse.
Pflugerville keeps you close to everything: work, travel, shopping, and fun. without Austin gridlock running your schedule. So here's something buyers always want to know. How are the schools in Pflugerville?
The short answer, pretty strong. You've got multiple campuses that score well above average.
Rowe Lane and Murchison Elementary both have an A- rating on niche, which puts them near the top for the district.
And as kids get older, Kelly Lane and Sealy Middle Schools keep that consistent. Also A- rating according to niche.
Then at the high school level, Hendrickson leads the way with a solid A. Pflugerville High follows close behind with an A-, all available on niche.com.
So instead of a district with just one standout, Pflugerville offers a cluster of highly rated options.
And what buyers tell us is it's not just about academics. These schools are really tied into the community.
Especially Friday night football.
That's big in Texas.
Sports, bands, art, and Friday night football all bring people together. It's the kind of environment where buyers say they feel connected.
And that atmosphere carries through the city itself, from festivals to farmers markets to year-round community events.
So if strong schools and a connected neighborhood are high on your list, Pflugerville earns a big check mark.
Buyers also ask about healthcare, and Pflugerville delivers.
Baylor Scott & White is a full-service medical center with surgery, imaging, and rehab.
Austin Regional Clinic handles the everyday side, family medicine, pediatrics, and lab work.
Plus Texas Med Clinic Urgent Care, so you're not driving into Austin for everything.
So between the schools and the healthcare options, Pflugerville gives buyers real confidence about putting roots down here.
And speaking of roots, once buyers get settled, the next question is always, what's life like outside the house?
That's where Pflugerville really surprises people. From shopping and dining to outdoor hangouts, there's way more going on than most expect.
So once you're here, the first surprise is how much you don't need to leave Pflugerville.
Stonehill Town Center proves it. Target, Home Depot, a theater, restaurants, it's the hub.
And yes, Pflugerville even has its own Costco.
Plus, not one, but 2 H-E-Bs. Grocery runs don't get easier than that.
And you're on the northwest side, there's a H-E-B right across 130 in Hutto. Here's where it gets interesting. Pflugerville isn't done.
Downtown East is coming. Shops, restaurants, offices, and green space. Think of it as Pflugerville's future Main Street.
And it's their way of saying, we're not just a Target town anymore.
Retail growth is exploding too. More grocery stores, dining, and day-to-day conveniences are popping up every month.
Before, buyers had to drive to Round Rock or North Austin for everything.
Now you can do almost all of it without leaving Pflugerville.
So whether it's a Saturday on the lake, a Target run, or dinner in the new downtown East, Pflugerville packs a punch.
After all that shopping, you'll probably want some fresh air.
And Pflugerville gives you plenty of it.
The star here is Lake Pflugerville.
It's got trails, kayaking, paddleboarding, and even fishing. Basically your built-in weekend escape. And don't forget about the beach.
Then there's Northeast Metro Park.
My favorite. This place is huge. Soccer fields, baseball diamonds, and a BMX track.
And Matt's personal favorite, a skate park. Check out our video on skate parks around Austin.
Typhoon, Texas is right around the corner too.
That's right, a full water park basically in your backyard.
Splash pads.
Yeah.
Plus, Pflugerville has miles of connected hike and bike trails.
Which means you can actually ditch the car and still get moving.
These aren't just bonus amenities.
Outdoor living is baked into everyday life here.
And you get baked. Bottom line, whether it's a lazy day by the lake or a high energy afternoon at the park, you've got options.
So far, Pflugerville feels like it checks a lot of boxes, right?
I think it does. But you know us, we're not here to sugarcoat it. Every suburb has trade-offs.
And if you don't hear them up front, you'll find out the hard way later.
So let's dive into the cons of living in Pflugerville, things that buyers ask us about all the time.
Property taxes in Pflugerville can be a real shocker since it sits in both Travis and Williamson counties.
What? Really?
Yeah.
2 counties. On the Travis County side, the effective rate after taking exemptions and deductions run around 1.82%.
That works out to nearly $7,000 a year on a median priced home. Ouch.
On the Williamson County side, it's even higher, about 2.16%, or nearly $8,000 a year.
Compare that to the national median of 1.02% and an average bill of $2,400 a year, Pflugerville buyers are paying way more.
But not as much as Austin. Something to watch out for: some new construction neighborhoods tack on mud or PID fees, which push your tax bill even higher.
Let's take the two homes we pulled earlier as real-world examples.
The $743,000 home in Blackhawk has an estimated tax of $19,759 a year. That's at a 2.6% tax rate.
And the Lakeside Meadows home, priced just under $600,000, comes in around $13,529 a year at a 2.2% tax rate.
So buyers really need to run the numbers. Your dream home at around $600,000 to $700,000 may look affordable until you add a $14,000 to $20,000 annual tax bill on top.
It's one of the biggest downsides of Pflugerville. The homes may check your boxes, but the tax bite can leave a mark.
Now, let's talk about another not so fun part of living in Pflugerville: traffic.
Pflugerville has great access to Austin, Round Rock, and the airport.
But let's be real, when rush hour hits, those roads turn into parking lots.
Highway 130 is the toll road that saves you time, but it's not free.
I-35, it's more like I stand still. It can take forever to move a couple miles.
Even State Highway 45 can back up, especially near the tech corridor in North Austin.
The good news is, if you're headed to Tesla, Dell, or Samsung, Pflugerville is one of the closest suburbs.
The bad news, if your job's downtown, pack your podcast and coffee.
I personally love audiobooks. Commute times can swing wildly. 20 minutes one day, 45 the next.
So convenience is here, but consistency, not so much.
And just when you think you dodged the tax hit and survived the traffic,
You'll notice Pflugerville has a different kind of headache. It's still under construction, pretty much everywhere you look.
everywhere you turn in Pflugerville, there's construction.
New homes going up, new retail popping up, and road crews trying to keep up.
Which means orange cones are basically the city flower right now.
Fair warning, dust is the unofficial seasoning on your car.
Car wash, car wash, car wash. The upside, growth brings more shopping, dining, and jobs.
The downside, expect detours, delays, and streets that change overnight.
If patience isn't your strong suit, Pflugerville's growth spurt might test you.
But if you can look past the short-term mess, you'll see a suburb gearing up for its next chapter.
And we're very excited about it. Now, growth doesn't just mean more houses and traffic cones.
It also means the schools are racing to keep up with all the new buyers moving in.
We get a lot of questions from buyers about the schools. And here's the thing, Pflugerville's growth is putting pressure on the district.
Some campuses are highly rated, but others are still in that average range.
Overcrowding happens, and rezoning is always a possibility.
So 1 year a neighborhood might feed into a top-rated school, and the next year the lines shift.
The district is working to catch up, but with this pace of growth, it's a moving target.
It doesn't mean there aren't good options here, there are. It just means buyers need to keep an eye on how school zones change.
And even after you sorted out schools and taxes, there's one more cost that sneaks up on buyers.
We're talking about HOA fees.
They sound small at first, but they add up. In Pflugerville, you'll see fees about $50 a month, up to $300 depending on the community.
Again, take the Blackhawk home we showed earlier. That HOA runs around $50 a month.
Not bad, especially for the pools, trails, and clubhouse.
But the Lakeside Meadows home, that one comes with HOA fees closer to $100 a month.
That's about $1,200 a year on top of your mortgage and taxes.
So while you're paying for nice amenities, it's still another line in your budget.
And it's not just about the money. HOA comes with rules, and we know all about that.
Want to paint your house bright blue? Park your RV in the driveway? Rent your place as an Airbnb?
Why can't I paint it pink? You'll probably run into restrictions.
Compared to other Austin suburbs, Pflugerville's HOAs are pretty middle of the road, but buyers need to know they're part of the deal.
The benefit is your neighborhood looks sharp and amenities stay maintained.
The downside is less flexibility and more monthly expenses.
And if you love the idea of resort-style perks, an HOA makes sense.
But if you want maximum freedom with your property, those fees and rules might feel like handcuffs.
Bottom line, Pflugerville makes more sense for some buyers than others.
If you want space, new construction, and easier access to the tech corridor, Pflugerville is a solid option.
But if you're chasing walkability or Austin's nightlife, this might not be your spot.
That's why we break down these pros and cons so you can see if it fits your lifestyle.
And if you're trying to figure out where Pflugerville stacks up, don't miss our video comparing it head to head with Austin.
And hey, whether your move is in 10 days or 10 months, grab a time on our calendar. We do Zoom calls every week with buyers just like you.
You'll also see a QR code pop up for our Austin Suburb guide. It's a quick way to get all the details on the areas we specialize in.
Because at the end of the day, the more you know before you move, the less stress when you get here.
Living in Austin, Texas, with our experience, the patience and positivity. Follow us and we'll show you the Wilson way.